Well, happy Monday and welcome to the break room. I know it's been a while since I've been with you live, probably since the Monday before Labor Day, but I'm so glad to be back with you live. If you would put in the chat where you're tuning in from. And as you know, we are streaming live from our YouTube page as well as on Facebook. So, I like to get the housekeeping things out of the way first. So if you are on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share with someone who you feel could benefit from the information that we discuss. And on Facebook, I would like for you as well to like the video and share with someone else who you feel could benefit from our discussion on today. So for those of you that this is your first time here, welcome. And for those of you returning, welcome back. And I'm so glad that you are tuning in with us today. Hi there, Alina, and welcome. So again, if this is your first time, my name is Deetra Dennis, and I am the self-care coach for nurses. And what I do, I empower my fellow nurses to take care of their most valuable patient, which is themselves, so that they can show up as the best version of themselves each and every day. And as a result of that, what ends up happening, it impacts the health of their family and the community. And here at the break room, this is our self-care safe space to escape, from the day-to-day just for a short period so that you could be empowered and set your week off to be successful. And we have a theme song. So, join in with me if you remember the theme song. And those of you who are new, it's easy. It's easy. So what it is, you ready? All right. There's a meeting in the break room. I'll be back real soon. Uh-oh. I hear you singing out there with me. Thank you for joining in with me. And so as you saw in the description, we are talking about a major stressor in nursing. There are quite a few, but one that really stood out as my own experience and as I was doing some research. And as you know, nursing is a very, very rewarding career, very rewarding to be able to support someone during their time of need. But it also has some downsides to it in that it is physically and emotionally, I won't say draining, but it is demanding, a better word for that. And as a result of that, it impacts, us as nurses. It causes us to have a little bit of burnout. I won't say a little bit of burnout, but it can be on the path to burnout because of the high levels of stress. And there was a survey done by the American Nurses Association of over 10,000 nurses, and 82% of them said that, they are at risk of high levels of workplace stress. That is a very high number as it relates to stress. And so all the more reason why it's so important of what we're going to talk about a little bit today. One of those major stressors is work overload because of understaffing. And I know even during the pandemic, that part, is high, but it has always been high. I'm sure it has tripled during the pandemic, but it has always been an issue where the nurse to patient ratio was extremely high. And, that puts the patient's care at risk, but also as a nurse, it causes you to not have focus, not truly being able to be present with your patient. And sometimes it causes you to miss nursing care. And I know for me, that was very, very, very frustrating because I got into nursing because I wanted to be able to offer tender, loving care to those that are in their vulnerable state and being able to help them navigate through that time in their life. And, starting out as a new nurse, and if anyone else had this experience, as a rookie nurse, you had to start working the night shift, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., those 3 12-hour shifts. And I know for me, because I'm not really a night person, I'm more of an early bird. Working the night shift, my everything was off for me. So that was a stressor in itself. And usually at night, you have it could be up to 10 patients sometimes at night. And if you had patients that required a lot of your attention, listen, a lot of things were missed, and you left work that next morning feeling, defeated in a sense, because you felt like you weren't able to give the best, to your patients. Because for me, it's always about giving quality care. Anyone else experience that when you work nights, or any role in nursing, or just period, just it really was very frustrating for me, because again, as I mentioned, I got into nursing because I wanted to be able to give tender loving care. Now, I did have a few experiences where I was able to provide that quality care. And I remember one instance, at night, had an elderly patient, female, and had the opportunity. It was a slower night, and so she didn't have any family, and she, kind of really needed some attention. So I completed my charting in the room with her, and then I was able to give that PM care, like we were taught in nursing school, in clinicals, giving the PM care, basically helping a patient to relax, giving them a massage and things like that so that they could rest well. So I had the opportunity to do that, had the opportunity to do her hair, and we sung hymns together. Listen, we were having a good time, and I felt very fulfilled that night when I had the opportunity to do that. But that was few and far between. And because of the high stress of working at night for me, again, because it wasn't agreeing with my circadian rhythm, and then already having the high stress of those number of patients, I was like, okay, I got to do something, because I started having stomach pains a lot. I started having headaches, and just always tired, just exhausted. So I applied to go, when there was a position available, to go to day shift, working 7 A to 7 P, thinking, okay, it's going to be great now. Not that it was, going to be a piece of cake, but now I could sleep at least at night. That didn't happen because of the stress of everything. I was just totally exhausted and couldn't turn the day off, when I got home. So one of the things in hindsight, I really wish in nursing, when we first got out, or either in nursing school, that we were prepared, had coaches or mentors that really helped us in preserving our energy, so that we could have longevity in the career. Now, fast forward later in my career, I had the opportunity to work with a resilience coach, and she is on here today. And it really, really helped me, because it provided me with tools and techniques to adapt and quickly rebound or bounce back from those times of stress. And that is something that I feel is needed. Has anyone else tried something else, be it changed a shift, or, work with a coach, or work with a mentor, in a way to help better your experience as a nurse? Has anyone else done that? And I want to be sure I haven't overlooked any comments here. Okay. And I know sometimes it's a delay for that to come up. But one of the other things I wanted to share with you is that I am in the process of working on a workshop, and it's called How to Become a Stress Hardy Nurse. Again, because I really wish that I had that in the beginning, so that I wouldn't have to having to go to the doctor a lot because of headaches or migraines and stomach pain, thinking I had ulcers, and it wasn't. It was just the high stress. So I am working on that workshop, and I'm excited about it. And again, it's called How to Become a Stress Hardy Nurse. And hardiness is actually one of the pillars of resilience. And what it does, it helps you to be strong and tolerant in stressful situations. So is that something that you would be interested in attending? Again, it's called How to Become a Stress Hardy Nurse. I want to be sure I'm not missing any comments here. All right. So Are there any questions as we go along? It wasn't going to be long today. I know, again, I haven't been live since before Labor Day, and I had the opportunity to spend a little extra time with my mom, which I really enjoy doing. She is 85, sassy, and spry, and so I really enjoy spending time with her. So that's why the past 2 weeks have been pre-recorded videos that we've done live before, and I hope that you had an opportunity to view those and found them very valuable, because not sometimes, repetition is the mother of all learning. So being able to see those again, sometimes you can pick up nuggets that you didn't have from the previous time. So if there aren't any other questions, look forward to, I'll be sending out or posting, the progress of how the workshop thing is going on throughout the next few days and weeks. So stay tuned for that. Set your alerts, your notifications on YouTube, and your notifications on Facebook, so that you stay abreast of when I upload a post, or maybe come on live another time. I don't know how it will work, but I want to keep you posted on the things that's going on. So, I like to end with a quote. So this quote says, "The best antidote to stress is resilience. Having the ability to respond to change and adversity proactively and resourcefully." Because again, just with the resilience, it doesn't mean that the stressors go away. The stressors are there, but you have the tools to know how to respond and not react to those stressors. And so it causes you, and it has really helped me live a life of calm and ease. And so that's why, I want to share that with you, so that you too can live a life of calm and ease. So if there aren't any comments, okay, yes. So the workshop, again, thank you for that question, Alina. The question was to describe the workshop. So it will be, again, I'm still working out the details, but it will be a 90-minute workshop, and it's truly a workshop. It's not going to be just me talking. It's going to be us interacting and engaging in some activities on how to become stress hardy, how you can do that. There are a few techniques that you could apply quickly, so that you can, in those stressful situations, an example of, say you have those 10 patients that you are caring for, ways so that you can be present with that patient. Because again, as I mentioned, with the when you are multitasking, having the high nurse patient ratio, it causes you to lose focus and not really being able to really and truly be present with that patient that is in front of you. So using those tools or techniques can help you do that. And we'll talk a little bit about that in the workshop, and really kind of identifying where you are in your stress level, because sometimes we can be, I'll say, you start out and you kind of recognize, oh, okay, this is different. But then because you're doing it day after day after day, it becomes, in a sense, unconscious, and you're not aware of those stress signals in your body when a stressor is there, so that you can apply or implement those techniques. So again, it's working out all the details, but those are the things that I really have on my heart that I really want to share during the workshop. Does that help give a little bit of clarity about it? And like I said, it's going to be a workshop. So, when you come, and it is a free workshop, so you're welcome. You're welcome. So when you come, I want you to come ready with your pencil or pen and paper, because it's going to be very interactive, because I want you to leave with the tools and how to apply them to your everyday life. So any other questions or comments? All right. So again, thank you so much for tuning in, and put those alerts on, because I'll, be popping in or either posting something throughout the week to let you know the progress of the workshop. All right. Thank you and have a good evening. Enjoy the rest of your week.